Well, I think it was a great team win. We all contributed, and we got everybody involved. So it's just helping everybody get their confidence up, and we're just getting ready for the next game.
Coach, you had quite a few assists out there today, 22 assists out there. Your thoughts on the way the team played today?
Yeah, I thought we passed the ball extremely well. I thought we were very unselfish. We turned down some shots to get our teammates shots, which is really impressive. That's what you want to see in a game like this. You want to try to see some of your teammates get them involved in the game early. And I was fortunate enough to be able to put everybody in situations where, you know, you might be out there with 3 returners, 4 returners. Because sometimes, and I've been in those shoes, you know, you're a freshman and all of a sudden you clear the bench at the end. You got five of you out there, and you're all just trying to survive. You know, now all of a sudden when you go out there and you've got 3 starters out there, it gives you more confidence because you've got some players out there that not as much is being put on your shoulders. And I thought they all did extremely well, and it gives me encouragement because now I know hopefully we can continue this to, if I've got to put some people in the game in a meaningful game, that they're going to be able to handle that.
Is that kind of what you saw when they came back and cut it to 5 when you were doing some experimenting, that you needed to get some starters back out there?
Well, yeah, I mean, we'd gotten sloppy. You know, we got sloppy. We turned the ball over. We weren't really defending very well. And then, you know, I got a few of the veterans back out there, and I thought they righted the ship. And then, you know, things started to turn in our favor.
Jeff, you speak on Kylee's performance and a school record with block shots and she altered so many more.
No, she did, and that's one thing that we've talked about with her is be as aggressive as she can. You know, it's what she can do. But I was more impressed with the 14 rebounds, and then I was very excited. She missed her hook shot that she took there in the 4th quarter, but that's something that she's been working on, and you know, she continues to develop that. It's going to be something that's going to be a go-to move for in the paint, because we all know she can step out and knock down the 3. You know, that's one thing I know she loves to do. But now as we get her more comfortable in the paint some, now she's going to be a lot more difficult to defend. But defensively, we're going to continue to challenge her to really work on cutting that drive off and then make people shoot over her instead of going around her. And 8 blocks is pretty impressive in a ball game.
Kylee, your thoughts on your effort, and is that battle scar from today?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't be able to block as many shots as I do if I didn't have help side or trust my teammates. So, I mean, it's still a team sport, and I still have a lot to work on, like you said.
8 blocks in 20 minutes is pretty darn good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dana, it's got to be rewarding for you as a guard to know that you've got Kylee in there to get that ball in you when you're not open.
Yeah, I'm able to take chances and gamble and try to go for steals because I know she's back there to defend in the paint.
31 of 39 for the line's not bad either.
That's is 80% the new standard for you now?
Well, and I know we had one freebie on there when Sam got fouled on that free. You know, we made both free throws and then she got fouled.
So it was a 3 for 2.
Then she goes 1 for 2. So yeah, it counts as 3 for 2.
How many were those? Is that the only one?
That's the only one that I remember offhand.
You didn't get a shot off today. What was going on with that?
Well, we actually didn't turn the ball over too many times. You know, which is an improvement because when I'm getting shots, it's not a good thing.
Jeff, are you seeing the improvement you want in these first 8 games, and what do you want to see now over the next week?
Well, we're gonna, you know, where I'm seeing the improvement is Kylee, Bianca, Sam. I mean, we're going to have to continue to have a presence in the paint in order for us to continue to make strides like I think we can, because we just can't be a jump shooting team. It's one thing we can't afford to be. And I thought Kylee and Bianca and Sam are all being more effective in the paint. You know, even tonight, Sam only, you know, she goes 1 for 1 from the field, has 6 points. But she's a presence in there. And then Bianca's just so explosive off the ground. Like my biggest challenge to B is to actually look at the basket before she shoots. You know, because she gets up so quick, she's shooting it before her head turns around. Half-time, I'm not even sure she knows where the rim is. So if we can keep her just to look at it, her percentage is bound to go up, and she's shooting like 68% from the field right now.
Lindsay came in, and is she now your designated off the bench three-point shooter? I mean, 3 for 7 out there. She had more attempts than anybody on the team.
Well, that's what she does. I mean, she spent all summer, all spring and summer in the gym working on spot threes. And, you know, it's a challenge. It's not just a challenge of her, but I think it's basketball in general, both men's basketball and women's basketball. Everybody wants to be the so-called all-around player, okay? You want to be average at everything because that does me no good. So she spent all spring and summer working on that spot three. So why not be really good at something? And that's what she's good at because I told her, you know, after our game the other night, if you drive it, it better go in. Because if not, you're coming to sit by me because that's not what you do. You know, I tell them all, if they would start to learn what each other's strengths are and then play to your strengths, that's why you put a team together. You know, not everybody's 5'6" and lightning quick. I mean, you're not going to win a bunch of games. You get a group of players together that all do something really well, and then they've got to buy into doing that. And when you get to that point, then you can be a pretty darn good basketball team. She's not a driver. It's not what she does. And I told her today, stop doing it or you're going to sit by me. And she hit spot shots. If she can go 3 of 7, that's pretty darn good. You know, I'll take that every night from her. So it's a matter of learning what everybody does well. Now, this spring and summer, if she really puts the time in to work on her ball handling like she did her three-point shot, now all of a sudden your game expands. But during the game is not the time to experiment. Okay, let's see if I can do this because that's what puts you right next to me.
Kind of based on that, Dana, of getting to know your teammates, what would you say that Kylee does well? What do you see in Kylie's game?
Well, whenever we're in the game, I always try to set her up for a three-point shot. Usually her man is going to jump to me once I go off that screen. So she usually pops for a three and is always wide open. So she's really good at popping, and she's getting a lot better with finishing at the rim.
Tennessee State's coach was saying that during that second quarter that they committed turnovers, but obviously your defense had a lot to do with that. And Dana, if you could just talk about just what kind of changed in that one little stretch there where you all, I think it was like 6 turnovers leading to 12 points.
Yeah, well, Coach got on us about defense. We were letting people just drive by us, so we needed to buckle down on defense and get stops.
Was it just a matter of just not quite being dialed into what they were doing up to that point?
Yeah, I don't think we were really focused coming out the gate. I think we figured, we're going to win, so we didn't take defense serious.
In a game like this, Coach, obviously a big win, what do you take out of this?
Well, I take out of it the fact that, you know, I was really pleased with Sagan, Mikasa, Lindsay. I thought Jess did some nice things too. You know, it's nice to be able to see what some of your younger ones that may have not had the opportunity in the games previous, you know, what are they able to do when they're in the mix with some of your starters, with some of your regulars that are playing a majority of the minutes. So that gives me some confidence because I tell them all the time, right now, all I have is practice. And some of them, they haven't been giving me a whole bunch of confidence in practice. You know, you turn the ball over in practice. What makes me think you won't do it in a game? So that's where I'm challenging them. Hey, give me that confidence in practice so I know when we put you in the game, you're going to be able to be successful. And then I thought, you know, for us to only commit 12 turnovers and we picked one up there at the end where I thought we were too unselfish. I told Jess, you got to shoot the basketball. You're wide open. Just shoot the ball. Instead, she tries to throw one to Sagan, and then there's too many people involved, and it turns into a travel. So we should have ended up with 11 turnovers on the night.
In terms of the blocks, were you aware of the record? I mean, were you aware of anything defensively, what you could do? career rebounds, that kind of thing?
No, I wasn't aware of the record, but I just go out and try to do my best, and rebounding is what we need in the post. So, got to box out. We really focus on that in practice, so that's just what I did.
What was the record up to this, before this?
7.
Who had that? Sharon Bales? She'll be mad.
She had 6 before.
Thank you, everybody. Appreciate y'all coming out.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Nice job, ladies.